First dates suck. And you know what sucks even more? The first kiss. I wish we could just jump past that part, you know? Well, guys, we're here to address it today. Specifically, when to go in for the first kiss. Here are 5 questions to ask yourself. Number 1, is she relaxed? If she won't shut the hell up and is anxious as fuck, it's not the right time. You'll actually probably make it worse. Number 2, ask yourself, this might sound really stupid, does she like me? If you can't pick up the vibe if a girl likes you or not, you're probably just not at the right spot yet. I might be shy, but when I like a guy, it's clear. I'll lean in, maintain a conversation, and laugh at his jokes. You'll know. Number 3, did she accept physical touch? If you attempted to place your hand on her back or hand on her knee, and she didn't shy away, you're probably in the clear. 4, does she want to leave? Let's look at this scenario. You had dinner and it's wrapping up. Ask to continue the night. Say, hey, do you want to go get coffee? Right now, she has the perfect opportunity to say, you know, I would love to, I just have to be up early in the morning. If she doesn't use something like that and wants to continue the night, you're probably in the clear. 5, is she breaking eye contact? Girls tend to maintain eye contact or even glance from your eyes to your lips when they're ready for the kiss. Alright boys, I'm sure this is going to be a highly contested video, but someone had to do it. Today, we're going to be discussing why men should pay for the first date. And yeah, I'm ready for the gold digger comments. Alright, just because it's 2022, it doesn't mean that chivalry is dead. In my opinion, men and women should not be looked at as equal, because they're simply not the same. On a human being level, yes. All humans possess the same value and deserve the same respect and opportunity. But 2 people in a relationship simply don't bring the same things to the table. And that is why men and women make a good partnership. We want what that other person brings to the table. It benefits us. We may not need it to survive, but if you're putting yourself out there in the dating world, we want it. And this may not be for everyone, but if you want a traditionalist relationship, women want a man who exhibits masculine traits, and men want a woman who exhibits feminine traits. From a woman's standpoint, I imagine masculine traits as opening the door, looking out for me, taking the initiative. And although I am fully capable of doing those things by myself, it makes me feel special when someone does those things for me. Paying shouldn't be done with the intention of expecting something in return. It's a sign of appreciating someone's time and clearly identifies that this is a date. It doesn't mean you're expected to pay for everything thereafter, and also doesn't mean you should be paying for something beyond your budget. It simply sets the foundation of respect.
Making your home modern and beautiful is easier than you think with 50/50 RGB SMD strip lights. Bright, uniform, ambient lighting for anywhere in your room. Use exactly the length you need thanks to the cuttable design. Waterproof properties and the use of double copper make them durable and long-lasting in all conditions. Change the colors, effects, and brightness of the lights thanks to the wireless remote or the app on your phone. Change the look of your home. Order now.
Okay boys, so today we're going to be discussing alpha versus beta males. It's no secret that women are drawn to alpha males. It's kind of just in our blood, you know? Also, these all came from you guys on my Instagram, so you can't even hate on it. Hey babe, I have reservations for dinner at 7. Alpha male. Well, where do you want to go? Beta. The quietest person in the room. Alpha. The loudest? Beta. Let me put this one into simple terms. A shark doesn't announce its presence, but everyone's aware of it. Dominates the space around him. Alpha. Is dominated by the space. Beta. Opens door, pulls out chair, and pays on a date. Alpha. Complains about paying and pulls the equality card. Beta. DMing. Alpha. But commenting. Beta. Comfortable in their own skin. Alpha. Needs external validation. Beta. Here's my favorite. A good man. Alpha. A nice guy. Beta. And lastly, telling someone you're an alpha. Beta move. If you're the nice guy that keeps watching the girl you like get attached to toxic men, you might want to listen up. Today, we're talking about why women love toxic men. Whew, I'm gonna need it. Now, the obvious is that we want to change them. Think of that one thing you were never able to achieve in life. And remember how it felt so good when you finally succeeded? That's why. We want the experience of successfully attaining that thing we couldn't get. When something isn't easy to get, we want it more. Next, usually we feel bad for them. It's not so easy to leave them when we become so invested in their story. Usually this story involves some level of loneliness, and we feel like if we leave them, even though they'll run straight to the next girl, at the end of the day, they'll wind up alone. And the thought of that makes us feel guilty. We like the intensity. Healthy relationships don't have those same intense feelings of toxic relationships. There's no peaks and valleys. It's pretty stable. Although there are low lows in a toxic relationship, the dopamine during those highs becomes addicting. We don't feel like we can get anyone else. Usually that feeling becomes more prevalent the longer you're with a toxic guy. You can't imagine yourself starting over. And the thought of being alone is really scary. And that person has convinced us that they're great, and we believe it. Although it's frustrating to watch people you care about wind up in this cycle, if you're a non-toxic guy watching this, there's hope. This cycle doesn't last forever, and I'm an example of that. You eventually hit an exhaustion point of no return. And although there's a lot of healing to be done after the fact, the good guy always wins. What's up, my guys? I know how much my followers love to talk about just how much I get around. So I figured I would use the experience to my benefit and talk about my opinion of things men do that just give me the ick. My biggest ick, so if you want to stop watching here, you totally can, is when a dude bursts in a song. Oh my god, it's so uncomfortable. And like when they try hard doing it, I dated this dude that took singing lessons once a week. It was so friggin' cringe. Like I was a better singer than this dude. Getting carded. Calling me sweetie, using emojis, or even worse, bitmojis, trying super hard to play with their nieces or nephews just to impress a girl, and those kids couldn't be less intrigued. Same with dogs. When they say, oh my god, dogs love me, and the dog just doesn't give a flying fuck. When their ears are shiny on the inside, counting calories. Him asking the salesperson where an item is when you're in Sephora. To put this in perspective, it's kind of like if you took me to a football game and I asked the dude sitting next to us what the score was, using the wrong there, and your, jeans that are too short, and nails that are too long. What's up, my guys? So I know I talk a lot of shit about men, but I thought maybe I should start being nicer? So today we're talking green flags in men. I'm probably gonna regret this. He makes plans, whether it be reservations, time to hang out, dates, or even an itinerary for a vacation. I love a man that has shit handled. He knows how to change a tire, because I sure as hell don't. He doesn't go to bed without resolving conflict, and actually faces conflict head on, rather than avoiding it. He has at least one pair of brown dress shoes. He talks about things he wants to improve in himself, and acts on it. He knows at least a handful of designer brands. He has real hobbies. He talks about his future often. He knows what this is. He has a good concept of time management. He abides by the speed limit, at least when I'm in the car. Precious goods. And he always makes sure I'm on the inside of the sidewalk. What's up, my guys? The one complaint I keep hearing from you when it comes to the dating world is that girls keep canceling the first date. Well, here's what you need to do. Stop being so nice. It doesn't matter who scheduled the date. If she's the one that canceled, the ball's in her court to reschedule. Who knows? She may have a completely valid reason for having to cancel, but if she's genuinely interested, she'll be sure to reach out and rearrange. When you do receive that, you're going to hate me, but text, don't react with anger. Instead, be calm and say something along the lines of, no problem, it's cool, or don't reply at all. There's two reasons why you should react in this manner. You want her to know that you're at least mentally stable if this does end up working out, and you want her to realize that your entire future isn't resting on this one date. You have options, even if you don't. Do not suggest rescheduling anything. A relationship goes both ways. Don't set the wrong tone from the start. Oh my god, there's literally a cop staring at me.